Hey Matt, it's Chewy, and it's time for your weekly update. So, I want to talk to you about a number that I guess has kind of become important to me in some weird way. Um, but that number is 134. So, when I think about, I guess, what I've been doing on YouTube and kind of what I've been trying to accomplish, I guess as far as goals go, my first goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I've been getting closer every single day. Well, not every single day. Some days I don't get closer, but a lot of days I've been getting closer to that number. I'm almost to 900 right now, so it's getting there, and that's exciting for me. The next goal, I guess I'm trying to get to around 5,000 or so, and trying to become a Nintendo brand ambassador. And so that role is I guess that's essentially the number that I've found people have become Nintendo brand ambassadors at. But essentially, you become a contact of Nintendo. They give you a bunch of things and let you, I guess, go to special events where they're going to show off some of their new things that are coming out. But it's something that I've been trying to do. But the number 134, I guess I remember last year, I think it was the end of last year, I was at 95 or so subscribers total, and I posted on Facebook and I just said, hey everybody, I really need just one, I just need 5 of you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can get my vanity URL, which is youtube.com like /c/ Chewy Plays Nintendo. I think that's it. I don't know. I guess I don't even know it at this point. But that was my first goal. Like, just reach 100 subscribers. Later on that year, I started the Haken podcast. So Haken, an Animal Crossing podcast. I started that later in the year, and from there, I guess I started getting more listeners. People were listening to the podcast. I was able to build a small community and everything, but by I guess March or so next year, I saw a video, an Animal Crossing related video by a channel, and I was just like, man, it has so many views, and I work so hard to make Animal Crossing content to be, just they're out there for people to find, but just the way the algorithms work, I'm not getting any love at this point from YouTube. But once you get bigger, once your channel gets more established, once you have more subscribers, more view time and everything, YouTube loves pumping those channels. Of course, I'm not quite there yet, which is fine. That's how it's going to be for a long time, which is and that's normal. That's normal for a lot of people. But anyways, I see this bigger channel kind of post, and I'm like, man, I can make Animal Crossing videos like that. And you know what? I'm more Animal Crossing than this channel is, so I want to be findable by these people. So I come up with a new series to make for Animal Crossing, and at that point, I was, before the day I posted slash the probably weeks and months going up to the posting the first video in the series, essentially I had 134 subscribers at that point. And so I was really interested to see how much that would grow, and eventually it did. Like, now I'm almost at 900, and yeah, the series did really well. I started doing more types of content regularly, and I'm still working that out. I will talk about that a little bit longer, well, a little bit later, I guess, because I have essentially come up with a new schedule, because my first one, it started to get too ambitious too fast, and in some ways it kind of like cut down the ambition. I don't know. I'll get into that. But anyways, I had 134 subscribers, and now just the other day I had 134 to go until I reached 1,000. So it was a big thing for me. Just seeing me completely reverse where I was to this point where I am. So it's been fun. I'm super excited that people are listening to the podcast and watching the videos I make. It's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't ever think I'd get, at least to this size. I'd hoped, but I had no game plan to pull it off. But anyways, so let's talk about content for a little bit. So for, I guess, during the summer, my goal was essentially to have a video up every day, or 7 videos a week. And I had, I guess, ideas of how to achieve that, but overall, it just, I don't know, the type of content I was making felt like it was just, I was trying to do something quick and something I was able to do as fast as possible so I could get it up. And then I wasn't giving my other types of videos as much time as they needed to be really great. So the big thing that I wanted to do was improve the Friday video that I do, which is it's supposed to be more short form, more of a quick thing, but also more scripted, well-researched and everything, because that's what got my channel noticed initially. Like, I was doing research for some things that people weren't really researching in Animal Crossing, so I want to go more that direction these days with that content. And then I do want to keep up with the podcast. I think the podcast has been solid. That's remained solid because I feel like overall I gave that one the time it deserves to be what it is. But my Friday, I felt like I was slipping. And then I want to keep these weekly updates, of course, because I like updating you and talking to you, even though for the most part it's one way still, Matt. You haven't done... when we talked on the phone, you mentioned that you would make like reaction videos to just listening to me in these videos. So you'd be reacting to my weekly update, your weekly reactions, and I still want to see that. I'd be very interested. But anyway, so those 3 are videos that I feel are gonna stay. They're things that I can do every week that I feel are fun for me. I like doing these types of videos, and I like having the podcast, and that feels like a good creative outlet. And then the Friday video gives me like another type of creative outlet that I guess I can't get through the podcast, which is, you know, a little bit more research based, a little bit more script writing and filming and kind of editing, and just more video work goes into that. Whereas the podcast, it's essentially just audio the whole time. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. But then the last thing that I want to add, the 4th thing, I guess. So I guess I'm cutting down from that 7 days a week mentality and going to 3 like pre-recorded things and 1 live stream. So Saturday mornings, I'm going to try to do live streams most weeks. Of course, sometimes we'll be away, and I don't think I'm going to try to schedule around it. Maybe I'll do a live stream before or after just to fill in. But I think overall, I want to keep it Saturday mornings, like a Saturday morning cartoon type of thing, because I thought that was pretty fun when I was a kid. So I think it'd be fun to do a Saturday morning stream like that. So yeah, I just did my first one, actually, just this past week, and I almost had to cancel it. It was such a bummer. But leading up to it, I was planning it. I was like, all right, I've got this post on Twitter. Here's a poll for you to decide which game I'm playing on this first stream. And a lot of people responded to it. I think it was like 70 or so. So I was excited to see that people were picking a game for me to play. The first choice was Animal Crossing New Leaf. The next one was Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I only call it Let's Go Pikachu, just so you know. And then the others were Splatoon 2 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu eventually won. It was in last place for a while, but eventually it got first. I was surprised it was in last at first. And then I was like, well, I guess it's not going to win. But then it just completely overtook everything else. So my first stream was that game, and I had to start an hour later than I had it scheduled just because I was having a technical issue, and luckily it eventually got fixed, just magically got fixed, so I was able to stream. But yeah, I'm excited to have that be a part of the regular schedule, and you know, it's been good. It's been fun making content. It's been fun doing all of this stuff, but yeah, I'm getting closer to 1,000 and just passing that 134 number, or at least like being at it for just a little while. It was special. So I hope you're having a great week, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.